What's up, future millionaires? It's Mike the Investor. Now, the Shiba Inu token has now been listed on Coinbase, which I definitely think is bullish news for the project. But not only that, Coinbase is not the only one who listed Shib. 2 days before that, Binance U.S. listed them, and Robinhood has also announced that they will be listing Shib here real soon. And so before we actually dive into all of that and some things to be mindful of regarding this news, definitely take advantage of grabbing some free Bitcoin by using the Voyager and BlockFi link down below, where you can earn passive income just for holding your cryptocurrencies on those platforms. Now let's get ready to dive right into it. Alright, crypto investors, welcome back to the channel. Now there are timestamps down below, of course, if you do want to look at some specific parts in this video. But let's briefly look at the price chart on Shib, just so we can kind of see how it had that huge spike. And we're also going to see kind of why that happened as we talk about the news later in this video. But let's check out the price chart. So as we can see here, the current market cap for the cryptocurrency market is 2.2 trillion. We're currently down 1% on the day, and for the 24-hour volume, extremely low right now at 107 billion. And if we look at the Bitcoin dominance at 40%, and you can see for Ethereum it's around 17.9%. And so if we look at Shib here, it is pretty much retraced back to where it has been kind of consolidating at 0.00007. So it's basically 5 zeros over. Now during this hype here, let's go ahead and scroll down. I just want to show you guys something. You can see this huge upswing that happened at one point in time, and this was because of whales were buying a lot of Shib. You also had the Binance listing, and then you had the Coinbase listing as well. And not only that, Coinbase Pro listed them also. We're going to be looking at all of that, and so all of this, I believe, definitely contributed, to the price actually spiking up, as we can see. And it actually killed a zero at one point in time, and then it retraced all the way back down to the price we kind of see right now. So looking at that price chart, we can see that the price shot up and then pulled back. Now if we're looking at a long-term perspective, or when the market has that next huge bull cycle, this is definitely good catalyst for the project. But before we kind of get into my thoughts on this, let's go ahead and look at the few announcements and the listings for Shib Inu. Let's check it out. Alright, so we are on Coinbase blog itself, and we can see that Shiba Inu is now available on Coinbase, and this news came out September 16th. So if we move down briefly, we can see Coinbase says starting today, Shiba Inu is available on Coinbase.com, Android and iOS apps. Now it also says that Coinbase customers can now trade, send, receive, and store Shib in most Coinbase supported regions. And that's pretty big, because we all know that Coinbase definitely doesn't list anything, but sometimes investors feel like Coinbase chooses and picks what they want to list. Now me personally, just from a wide angle view, I definitely think this gives Shib kind of a stamp of approval when Coinbase lists the coin, because in my opinion, Coinbase isn't just listing anything to list anything. Coinbase is part of building the new fourth industrial revolution. And so not only that, when we look at this listing, I think it goes beyond it wanting to spread adoption. This is a business transaction. Don't get it twisted. When these exchanges and platform list Shib, right now Shib is currently the third most talked about cryptocurrency. And so if a business can add that cryptocurrency to their platform because they know investors want to buy it, do you think they would do that to benefit for revenue for them? Absolutely. So this is something also to think about, but we're going to kind of touch on that a little bit. But let's briefly look at the Binance listing, as well as Robinhood potentially listing Shiba Inu here real soon. So this article came out September 15th, and it says Robinhood hints at getting Shiba Inu on board after Binance lists Shib. Let's scroll down a little bit, and so we can see that Binance U.S. just announced they will list Shib on their platform last night, and the meme currency will debut on the platform Wednesday. But check this out, what Binance did back in July this year. It says Binance showed interest in Shiba Inu and purchased 83.6 trillion tokens, paying more than 500 million, hinting that they could be well on their way to list Shib on their platform. Well, they definitely did list Shib, right? And so as we go ahead and move on down, and these are all of the exchanges and platforms that have listed Shib so far. You have eToro, Webull, Coinbase Pro, and Binance, and then also now Coinbase, which we just saw. And so here's the Binance tweet talking about SHIB will be available Wednesday. And as we move down a little bit further, you can see this is going to start taking us into what Robinhood has to say about SHIB. And so International Business at Times posted a question to Robinhood once again, and it says after Binance listed it and asked if they would add SHIB on their platform. And so Robinhood has to say they might be well on their way to list Shiba Inu, and we had previously reported that Robinhood would announce a SHIB listing sometime in September 2021 itself. Well, we are almost through September and we have not got an announcement just yet. And so this is definitely because this is about business as well. Not just about spreading adoption, but this is a business transaction for these companies, right? Don't get it twisted. And so listen what Robinhood says here right on this part. It says, moving forward, we plan to support the ability to buy and sell other cryptocurrencies, especially Shiba Inu, on our platform, and we will be sure to let you know as more become available. And so here's one thing that helped contribute to that huge pump that we saw this month. And so you can see just 2 weeks before the Binance listing, Shiba Inu saw whales making an entry position and purchased billions and trillions of coins. You can see this is about 150 billion coins. And as we move to the next and last article we're going to cover, this actually came out almost a week before the article we just took a look at, but it's very interesting to see what Robinhood says. It says Shiba Inu on Robinhood app announcement to be made soon about listing. Let's move on down. It says Shiba Inu loaded early on the Robinhood app trading platform, and they made an official announcement about listing SHIB sometime in September. And this is coming from the financial analyst 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗘. So if we move down a little bit just to kind of see what he has heard with insider information, he says that insiders claim that Robinhood wanted to list Shiba Inu much before Coinbase Pro. And that was around September 8th and September 9th when that listing happened. And now we have Binance U.S. and Coinbase have now listed before Robinhood, right? So you can see that they're waiting on a strategic time to list Shiba Inu. And so you can see here as we move down, here's the tweet here, and this is basically what he says. I have been told that SHIB is loaded and ready for release on the Robinhood app systems. It has been for some time, and they are simply waiting on timing. An inner office debate has begun regarding Coinbase Pro forcing their hand. And this lets you know that this is also a business acquisition, right? And so as we move down, I just want to show you something. Here's the last thing that Dale says. I am hearing rumors that Robinhood feels pressured by Coinbase Pro announcing SHIB trading. And so if we move down, I want to show you. All eyes are on SHIB lately as a mysterious unidentified whale purchased 150 billion coins worth a staggering 1.1 million in September's biggest pump and converted ETH holdings to buy large amount of SHIB. And this is the whale who purchased all of that SHIB that we just took a look at in the previous article. And so here's the Coinbase Pro listing. As you can see, they announced it September 8th. And if Robinhood was waiting to list, they probably should have did it soon, because now Binance have listed, and then also now Coinbase has listed as well. And so after looking at those articles with Coinbase listing SHIB, we had Binance that listed SHIB a couple days before. We also had Coinbase Pro. They're on eToro already. They're on Webull. And now Robinhood, one of the most largest, new investing platforms that kind of changed the game, which is why so many platforms went to free investing, is now talking about listing SHIB soon. They've confirmed they're going to list it, but we just haven't got that confirmed announcement date. And so what are kind of my thoughts on all of this? One thing for sure, I do think this is a strategic listing, because if you think about it, Coinbase Pro, then you have Binance and Coinbase list SHIB in the same week. This is very strategic in my opinion. And not only that, this is also a business acquisition for these companies. As you can see, this is why Robinhood hasn't listed yet, because now they're trying to capitalize on when they list, investors will flood to their platform to buy SHIB so they can gain that revenue. So don't get it twisted. This is a business transaction, even though this will help with overall adoption. adoption, because once people start investing in SHIB, they're not only going to invest in SHIB, they're going to be looking into other cryptocurrencies, and this raises the awareness of the crypto space. And so let's briefly talk about some things to keep in mind regarding news like this when cryptocurrencies are listed on exchanges. Now, don't get me wrong, Coinbase, Binance U.S, all of those are the exchanges cryptos want to be listed on, right? But at the same time, I want you guys to be mindful that typically when this happens, more adoption and cryptocurrencies are listed on bigger exchanges, that does result in a price increase. But at the same time, it doesn't guarantee that the price will stay up there or that it will just guarantee pump all the way up. So we just want to be mindful of that. Now, does this news give it good catalyst for the long term and good catalyst next time we see that huge pump in the market? Absolutely. But at the same time, I will be mindful before investing. Figure out really why you want to invest if you're not already holding SHIB, and then make your decision. Do not, FOMO in. So yes, if you invest a little amount of money in SHIB, it can get you a nice amount of coins, but at the same time, what would that do for you, right? And so you just want to kind of think of these things and also be mindful of what's happening, because I do think not only is this a business acquisition for these companies to gain revenue, and it does help with overall adoption. And not only that, I do think this is a strategic listing for SHIB, because if you think about it, we had Coinbase Pro, we had Binance U.S, and Coinbase all list SHIB this month, and then we had Binance US and Coinbase list SHIB in the same week, right? And so something could be setting up. Once again, I have no idea. This is bullish news, but at the same time, it doesn't guarantee anything, right? And for those of you that are wondering what I'm doing, me personally, I haven't added any more to the small bag that I have in SHIB. This does make it a little bit more exciting holding my position, because this is definitely bullish news for the project. But once again, I'm not betting the bank on it. I do got a nice enough bag to come out with some nice profit, and I'm just gonna hodl and see what happens, right? And so when you hodl, it allows you to be prepared for the unexpected, instead of investing in the cryptocurrency expecting it to pump. Now, of course, we're investing to make money. That's not what I'm saying. But when you're investing for the long term and you understand what you own, you know how early we are. So why rush it? Have some patience, because so much money is coming into this space, and you trying to time a pump and sell out at the top of any type of pump in a cryptocurrency is more risky, in my opinion, than hodling. With us being so early in this space, hodling is the easiest way to make money in crypto, just my opinion. Now, some people may disagree, but I can only speak on my own personal experiences and the success that I've had, in the crypto market. That's just kind of how I do things, and I've seen a ton of success with that. And so before we get out of here, this has nothing to do with the content in this video. This is kind of just some fluff, but yes, I'm wearing a different hat in this video, and bucket hats are actually one of my favorite type of hats, but this is now just kind of my own personal, future millionaire bucket hat. You probably can't see it on this video, but on the side, it has the future millionaire strip, just like it has on the shirt. So you can also purchase those on the merch shelf on YouTube, or if you click on the merch, you can actually go all the way to the merch store yourself and kind of check out the different merch that's available. And so I do like bucket hats. Let me know what you guys think of the bucket hat down in the comment section. But once again, if you guys have stuck with me this far, I want to say thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support. I love all of you, so I definitely appreciate it. And so if you haven't connected with me on my social platforms on Twitter or Instagram, definitely consider connecting with me at Mike the Investor. Also be mindful of all the spam accounts. They're definitely out there, so be careful. And if you haven't checked out the Patreon, check out the link down below where you can get that inside access to content I only post inside of Patreon. But that is all I got for you. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.